Hey, how you guys doing? This is your boy EJ, EJ'sCashSports.com. It wouldn't be Madden without defense. A lot of people know that this year is really hard to play defense. I have a 4-4 defense that will confuse and stifle any offense that has to do with any kind of intermediate passing. We're going to have a lot of read option, play action type offenses. If they're actually running the ball, you want to, this is not an every down play. This is not a fix all defense, but this will stop a lot of these drags and OP slants. But what you want to do is you want to come out in your cover 3 in a 4-4 defense. It's in the 4-3 playbook, okay? It's the only playbook I know about it being in. So I'm gonna show you a couple different looks. This isn't one of those tips where it's a one scenario situation. It's gonna cover your slants. It's gonna cover your streaks. It's gonna cover your I don't know, your double moves, all that stuff. So first thing you want to do is re-blitz all your linebackers by hitting right on your D-pad, hitting down. Then you want to hit right on your D-pad and hit up and put them all in zone. But this is the most important step of the whole thing. You want to make sure you hit up on your D-pad and hit right on your D-pad, and what that's going to do is going to base the line. It's going to spread out all your linebackers. You see how they're all zones are covered? Then you want to make sure that you put your D-ends in either light blues or purples to cover for whatever defense you're, whatever they're doing. If they're throwing out the backfield a lot, you got to just determine which one's going to work better for you. I'm gonna show about I think 4 or 5 different plays at least, different scenarios where it just makes your linebackers play so smart. It's almost, that guy right there is a 67, 68, something like that. They're gonna all play like they're just super smart. Alright, so once again we're gonna do the setup here. We're gonna re-blitz all linebackers. We're gonna hit right on your D-pad, up on your right joystick. That's gonna put all your linebackers in zone. Right on your D-pad. Up on your D-pad, then right again. That's going to base align them. That's going to spread them out. Then you want to make sure you put your D-ends in purples and or yellows. If you're playing a running quarterback, you might want to put one of your guys in a spy or in a contain on your D tackles and re-blitz the other one. You will get a little bit of pressure from that guy, believe it or not. And you see here, I'm just sitting on DRC. I'm not actually playing on the defense. So if you're using one of the middle linebackers and or safety, depending on how comfortable you are with your user game, you'll see that these guys are going to stifle any of this underneath passing. You're going to force them to pass over the top. As long as you got a decent 87 or higher speed free safety or somebody playing that position, he's going to cover field left or right pretty well. And obviously your corners are going to cover the edge pretty well. So here's a defense a lot of people, an offense that a lot of people bring out to try to beat this type of defense. So what we're going to do is you got 2 wheel routes and a slow continuous slant with A here. We're going to set the defense up, the same way, re-blitz all linebackers. We're going to put them all in all zone. This is the most important. Once again, make sure you do not forget the baseline. Baseline is very important. We're going to baseline them, and we're going to put our D-ends in either purples. So a lot of times on this play, I actually put my right one, even though I don't have it here, in a light blue, and that's going to make sure that anybody throws it to the flats to pick that up. And if you see here, I'm not actually using it. I'm just sitting on him, and he automatically picks. It's really hard to beat. It's a bend don't break defense, so they may get a couple plays off, but it's going to work. So for more tips, ebooks, just gaming news, make sure you subscribe to EJ's Cash Sports and come